Hey guys, it's going to be a little noisy, but I wanted to bring you what we did this weekend. It was a big project for us. We decided and committed to, there was a big decorative hedge around here. High maintenance, constantly needing pruning and cutting and hedging. It's just a pain in the butt. That's as simple as I can put it. And it served absolutely no purpose. So what we did is I bought a couple new blueberry bushes, and I already had 4 in pots in the backyard. And I decided, let's get rid of the decorations, which serve no purpose, will never feed us in an emergency, and let's plant blueberries. Now, blueberries can be handled just like a hedge. These I will probably let get taller than a hedge. My goal is to get 2 more and plant them right in this area here. I have to be careful, that's my electric box, I have to be able to read that. But I think I can get 2 more blueberries, maybe even 3 in this spot right here. And this will make a wall of blueberries. And these are the ones I just bought. I don't believe I'm gonna, there's blueberries already on them, there's flowers. I'm not putting a whole lot of weight in that. Now what I did do, and I wish I had videoed it for you, but I didn't. But I'm going to bring you a basic run through what we did. One, these hedges, you can see the stump, were massive. They had tree trunk size trunks on them. So we cut all the outer limbs off, put them in the compost pile, came out with a chainsaw, chainsawed these down. Now if they try to regrow, we're going to stop that. And we've taken these types out before, and as long as you do not let them regrow, they start rotting. So that'll actually make food for the plants around us. So as these break down, it'll feed the blueberries. What I also did is, one, I dug a bigger hole than the blueberry, twice the size, which is not easy when you're dealing with roots from those. But we were able to do it. And when I planted the blueberries, one, I planted them with the original dirt in the pot. I tried not to disturb them at all, because none of these were pot bound. And what I did is I did put peat moss, because I have a bag of peat moss on the back porch that I really do not care to grow things in. But I've been researching and I found out that blueberries love peat moss for getting that acidic level to the soil. So I did that. I put peat moss, some sand, because as you can see, this is sand. It's not dirt. It's got some great composting stuff in here, because when I would trim these hedge, I would rake all the trimmings back up underneath the hedge. This was a very, very healthy hedge because it had this composting material underneath it. But anyway, what we did was mix the peat moss with some sand, peat moss and sand, until the holes were refilled to a point. And I did leave the holes to the point where if I water it, the water sits in the hole and does not flow out. So I have a little concave here. And then today we have a load or 2 of mulch coming. Big trucks, from what I'm told. So we'll see how much is in one load and whether I get a second load. I'd like both loads because it's free. So from there, and my favorite saying, if it's free, it's for me. And I want to be able to mulch a ton of stuff in my yard right now. To get that done, I need to get this mulch here. And from there, we can distribute it where we need to. But right now, I'm back to my blueberries. I'm going to mulch this very thick and very heavy. As you can see, this is where my hedges came out to. You can see that distance? That's all going to be a thick layer of mulch. And that's to break down, hold moisture, feed my blueberries. This is the game plan. This is the Back to Eden garden method. Mulch, mulch, mulch. Layer, layer, layer. Next time I clean my chicken coop, I will probably bring that out and feed these with some chicken manure. If you have the resources, use them. If you have a way of catching your grass when you mow, you can mulch with that as well. Everything's usable. We trimmed. There's a little pine. It's some type of pine. It's, again, a decoration thing, and it takes over the whole front corner of the house. I got tired of it, so I cleaned from that cap up there down to the ground, and now it looks like a small tree, and everything I cut off of there went back to my compost pile. Every bit of it. Again, it's about making compost. The more variety you add into your compost, the more minerals content it will have, and the better for all your plants down the road. You just can't go wrong. If you have a resource, whether it just be grass, your neighbor's leaves, your neighborhood's leaves, use them. Because I will collect leaves. This guy over here, I get his leaves. He knows, and he's like, yep, take them. And if I see somebody put flower pots out at the curb, I pick them up. It's about free resources. But this here was our weekend project, and it only took Saturday morning to get it done. But I can tell you, digging the holes in between these stumps were not easy. We were exhausted. Plus, we actually mowed our yard, and my husband did trimming as well. He didn't trim here because, again, there was a decorative hedge there. I decided I'm done with that crap. I cut it out, and again, it went back into my compost pile. Compost, everything. Now, you see these black bags? And I've talked about this before. I will not need these after today, I hope, but these can go in. I did add about 2 of these to my compost pile initially to get it going. These are just leaves from somebody raking up. Our church had a teen cleanup day. They raked up all the leaves. They bagged them up. I said, oh my God, can I have those? And they're looking at me like I'm crazy, and they said, yes, you can have them. So we collected them, brought them home, and now we're using them to top off the garden, to start the compost, and to do whatever we need to. Now, I could have put a layer of that down here, but I really want to get the mulch in first. Then on top of the mulch, I could put a bag of this. But for now, it's just there. But this whole area, I'm going to be mulching if we get enough mulch today. Because as you can see, nothing really grows here. But if I can build soil in this area and actually start growing shade-loving food plants, I will. Here's another bag of leaves. Now this came from us trimming my ligustrum tree. As you can see, look at all the leaves down here. I do not rake up my leaves. These leaves are breaking down and feeding this tree. It's all about what are you going to feed with what you have. We have our kindling pile. That was my pen for my chickens when they were little tiny peeps. Some wood that needs splitting, and I also told this guy he's cutting oak trees, and I told him bring me some logs, so I'll probably get some logs too today. He said, oh, you don't have to take the logs. I said, oh, I want the logs. I got a fireplace, bring them. So we'll see. I'll bring you a video as soon as that mulch arrives, and let you see what it's about. It's going to be full of green and brown mixes, and it'll be a live mulch versus a dead mulch. When you buy something at the store, any big box store, I won't name names, they would pretty much all carry it. It's dead mulch. It's dyed, it's processed. Why put that on your yard? Alright guys, I'm going to finish this video because once again, I'm a rambling. Talk to y'all later. God bless.